morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On the Mic with the M.
Auntie.
Hey, today we're going to have this discussion for all you pregnant people out there, well, women out there.
And men. Y'all in it with us.
Yeah.
No, we pregnant together.
Oh, my God. This is going to be, for everybody out there who's currently pregnant or going through it, we're going to give you some pointers on how to deal with it, because no one has never really told you from the women's side of it and the guy's side of it. Yes, we do have a side. So today we're going to talk about how do you handle that situation called pregnancy. And the hell that us as men got to go through to deal with this.
The
It's
hell that the women also. It's not an easy walk for anyone.
No,
I
it
like
really
how you
isn't.
emphasize the hell for the men. Y'all ain't in there by yourself.
There's never a book out there that says, man, here's how you handle pregnancies. Ain't no books out there like that. I ain't never hear books that said, men, this is what you got to deal with when your woman gets pregnant. You didn't see that shit.
Have you looked?
I ain't look. I was so much in shock to even think I was looking for some shit like that. I was just trying to survive.
I think you haven't looked
You
for
just
that
wonder
book.
what to expect when expecting from men.
Yes.
Much.
Shit. I mean, again, guys, if you haven't gone through this yet, it's a soul searcher, because the amount of shit that you have to go through,
Really?
the shit you have to go through during this process of your beautiful young daughter and young son that come here, it's incredible. It's a marathon. It's not quick and it's not painless. It can cause you a lot of pain, but you also got to learn how to shut the fuck up. And what I mean by shutting the fuck up is don't let your emotions, don't let what's in your head come out your mouth. Keep it in your head. Put it in different sides of your head. But don't let that shit come out, because if it comes out during this situation, it's not going to be good at all for you.
Good. It depends on how you let it out. I think just don't let it out. No, let's err on that side.
No, don't let it out.
Let's use that bit of
Exactly.
Let's use that bit of advice right there. Just don't let it out.
No, because, goddamn, where y'all emotions, first of all, you're emotional at first, all the time anyway.
Yes.
But now you bring in another soul that you're now taking care of, and your emotions go from 100 to 1,000.
Yeah, you played on my hormones now. So yes, well, I'm gonna own it. I will. We're a little bit all over the place emotionally. Yes, it's nothing we can do about it. It comes with the territory. It's a 9 or 10 month ride. Okay. And all I'm doing is asking for you is to just hold on for the ride. I'm not asking you to let me hurt you through this ride, right? So I'm not telling the man to endure pain or abuse from the woman, right? Because that's just inappropriate, right? There is some level of self-control that should occur, right?
True.
However, right, she will test you.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like, we're going to test you, right? We're
Absolutely.
exhausted. And especially today's woman, who generally is a working class woman, who now is going into the workforce with this load, right?
Yes.
And so now I was already tired coming out of that 8-hour shift anyway. A little hour, an hour and a half commute back and forth. I was already tired. And now you add on a pregnancy. Oh no, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm hungry, my feet hurt, my ankles hurt, I got attitude, I keep rolling my eyes, and you talking about what I'm mad for. I'm gonna be like this for 9 or 10 months, babe. Like, what do you mean, what am I mad for? Just sit back and just hold on for the ride.
See, that's the problem. We thinking that, right, why it couldn't be that bad? You put on your seatbelt and you just drive and you hit a bump and you just
hold on for it.
Yeah, but no one never told us that the car is not the same, because now you took out the suspension. Now you feel every bump. I mean, it's just like your neck and your head just boom, 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 and you telling me shut the fuck up and accept it. And I'm like, why should I accept it? That's just the way it's gonna be until I get to that end.
No, you can have some conversations. You can even perhaps talk to a sister or a mother and say, if the woman is doing too much, right? Someone who she respects can kind of talk to her, who's also walked that path, right? Of being pregnant with some bit of sensibility, right? some women think that you get pregnant and you shouldn't work at all.
Oh,
That was the thing.
Oh yeah,
right?
a lot of women are like, I'm done.
And people's like, no, you know what, baby girl, you actually can work, and you can work all the way up until you're ready to have your child, or you can work up until 2 weeks or 4 weeks. But that's a bit of counseling that goes on, right?
Yeah.
Someone who you trust, let you know that, hey, no, you don't have to quit your job just because you're pregnant, but you can continue to work. And the same thing with how you're eating, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the.
Like, keep it
I'm glad you
real.
brought that up.
Because some women, you know, when you're pregnant, it's like you probably can't control your cravings, right? And so you probably do give into your cravings, but cravings are generally not around the clock. But you do want to be mindful what you're eating and making sure that you're eating a very nutritious meal without, you know, all of the junk food along with the things that's going to really make you pack on the weight if you're somebody who's very weight conscious, especially.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you'll see mothers or aunts whispering or mentioning to the daughters, you know, watch what you're eating when you're pregnant, because just because you're pregnant and you're going to gain the weight now doesn't mean that you have to eat to keep the weight on you, right?
Yeah.
So that's a conversation piece that they love to have.
And that's a very true statement, because, you know, based on all the women I know, it's a lot of women who will have 8-pound babies, but they'll gain 80 pounds during their pregnancy.
But then
And-
don't they lose the weight during after?
Shit, some women I've seen, like, they're still pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
I'm
they
sorry.
didn't. The auntie or the mom didn't speak to them.
It's
Maybe
just
the auntie or
aftercare after you had the baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of women, I'm trying to get this baby fat off. Baby 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
Still trying to get the baby fat off.
No, that's just you. You know, you decided to change, and you know, you gained some weight. That's your own weight. That wasn't the baby's weight. There's lots of women who have children and their weight isn't changing.
Yeah. And
Like,
here's the
that's
other
just
thing.
their body style. That's their weight.
What do you think about women who work out when they're pregnant? I mean, as a guy, we're like, oh, we should. For example, I see women all the time who are in the gym, and I'm like, they're about to pop, but they're in there on the treadmill and they're doing some work. I'm like, God damn, is that safe? But obviously, it must be, because they're in there
Yeah,
working
it's
out.
safe. Yeah, but it goes back to maintaining your bit of normalcy, like the job, right? If that's what you were doing beforehand and you feel good to continue it, then you continue it. I loved, all those years ago, I used to love doing Pilates. So I know for my first kid, I did Pilates all the way through the first
Wow.
pregnancy, just because that was my thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I enjoyed that genuinely. I've seen women who are weight training still while they're pregnant. I mean,
Yep.
if it's not putting excess stress on your heart or stress on the baby's heart rate, nah, you can continue being very active. And if you weren't active before, no, you might want to be active now. You really
Yes,
might want to start
Lord.
walking a little more regular. So over the 9-month span, you know, that becomes something that's very regular, because that childbirth, pushing that baby out, puts a lot on you. It's a very large stressor. So you actually do want to be healthy for a good delivery.
And that's good to know, because a lot of women, and it's a lot better now, because back in the day, women seemed to eat everything and anything and everything just to justify
Yeah, my
the
mother
baby.
wasn't having that.
See,
She's
so,
one of those types of people. Like, she's real live, going to keep mentioning stuff to you and picking up the phone and, hey, how you doing this? Hey, make sure you don't do that. Come on, Ma. Leave me alone. But you need that.
you have to have that. You have to have someone who has been there before and
Yes.
talk you through it.
Yep. And don't treat your guy like trash. Right? Be careful
Yes.
with how you're treating him, because he's technically the guy who has to take care of you. So if you're just dumping everything on him,
Yes, because
how good of a care could he kind of give to you if he's feeling like nothing?
and that's the problem. A lot of guys, we're on the outside looking in. Are we trying to be as supportive as possible
Yeah.
in this process?
But I want your back to hurt too. I'm sorry.
And
I just do.
And you know what?
My back is hurting. Ankles are like
Lord.
twice the size.
And I think when that happens, y'all look at us.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfucker, you put me in this
Yeah,
situation.
because you did. You did.
Okay.
You did that.
We had a small hand in getting in that situation. we had our part of
A
it.
little part.
Little part.
Okay.
But it takes two to tangle. It didn't just happen We didn't just all of a
Y'all
sudden
done had a
just
field
trip
day.
into it like, oh,
Something two to tangle.
yeah, it takes two. We didn't just fall in like walk by two,
Nah,
and
you did.
boom.
You did. Had a good old time.
Yeah, and then we want to be supportive, but y'all, I swear y'all, for guys, a lot of guys think that y'all look at yourselves and look at this motherfucker put me in this situation, so I'm gonna make him hurt like I hurt.
Yeah, maybe. Some of us maybe. Yes. Yes.
Then why we gotta hurt? We trying to be this
You
supportive.
answered your own question. Cause I hurt. My back
Oh,
hurt. My
no.
back been hurting for the last 4 months, and you walking around chilling, all regular. Pain. Give it to him. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That could possibly be it. You know why? Because and sometimes perhaps you're doing it without even being mindful that that's what you're doing.
I think so too.
Right? Because we have to be honest. Sometimes we move in ways where we're not aware on how we're moving, and we're not aware while we're talking to somebody a certain type of way, or we're not aware while we're treating them that, especially for your very first pregnancy.
Exactly.
When all of this is so new to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't know why I'm treating him like this and trying to crush him like this, but technically it's because you're hurt and you feel crushed. So you want him to kind of feel, especially because he did this to you. It's a fact. He did this to you. Yeah, we're going to run with that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We
Factually
did do this
speaking.
to you. Factually,
Yeah.
we did do this to you. And I guess for us, we don't know really how to handle it. Here's an example. My wife was pregnant with our little one, and everything changed. She only eats certain things. Her attitude changed drastically. And I used to always wear this cologne called Lagerfeld. She loved it. Mm-hmm. So one day I showed up to her house to pick her up, and she was like, opened the door and said, "What the hell you got on?" I said, "Lagerfeld, like I always wear." "You need to take that shit off. That make my stomach hurt." And closed the door. Boom! I looked at the door. Oh, man, she kidding.
No,
Nope. She closed the door and turned the light off and went. I said, "Oh, shit." I just walked back to my car like, what the hell? What the hell just happened? And then she called me. She texted, well, at that time we had pagers. She'll page it, call me back, or call me. I said, "Hello? I am so sorry. My emotions, I don't know what's going on. But please don't wear that cologne no more." It made me sick to my stomach. Wear something different. So then I stopped wearing cologne altogether. Mm-hmm. Then one day she was like, "What are you wearing?" I said, "Nothing." "They don't smell right." I shouldn't smell like anything. I'm not wearing anything.
Yeah.
Well, put something on. What am I supposed to put on and not make you sick? So now I'm all fucked up in my head. Like, okay, I can't wear Lagerfeld. I'm not wearing nothing. You said I should put something on, but I don't know what to put on that's gonna make you sick. But I won't find that out until I come back and stand in front of you. You're gonna be like, "Oh, that should make me sick too."
Right.
So it's like I can't win. I can't lose. I can't tie. I just in this.
But what you could do is stay calm and continue to communicate with that woman. And that's what you did.
Yes.
Right? And the humbling thing is that she did come back off of that, slapping the door in your face type of thing. Because we can mistreat each other, right? Mm-hmm. But it's really what you do after that, right? Did she just slap the door in your face and kept it moving, go to sleep that night, and that was the end of that? No. Picked up the phone. No. Get back in touch with me, babe. You know what? That was incorrect behavior. I should have not done that. Mm-hmm. I do apologize. And then, let's move on from here.
Which is so important. Because if that just happened and she didn't say anything, now I'm all in my feelings. I'm gun shy now. I don't know when to shoot, when to put a bullet in or nothing, because I don't know what's going to trigger that next emotional outburst, which I know is not related to me totally. Right. But it's related to how she's feeling. And she went through a lot. She had pre-diabetes, a whole bunch of other things going on top of just being pregnant. So it was kind of like, just
you're dealing with more than just one thing.
Just one thing, more than one thing. You just like, let me be patient. Let me just be quiet. For instance, she always wanted to eat baked potatoes from Wendy's. Always baked potatoes from Wendy's. Girl, one time I forgot to bring some sour cream.
Nah, we need that.
What
we
the
need
hell?
that.
How you gonna get the bag and not get sour cream? First
Did
of all,
you even check the bag?
No, you know
Because y'all never check the bag.
We don't check shit.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you guys,
know.
check the goddamn bag because it saves you a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it was kind of like, no, I didn't look at it. Well, you need to look at the bag from now on, because I can't just So I got my happy ass in my car.
Thank
drove
you.
on back out to Wendy's.
Thank
Said, excuse
you.
me, can I have the sour cream, please? Oh, you forgot your sour cream? Here's extra
No,
one. Okay.
y'all forgot the sour cream.
Yeah,
The
and I didn't want to have
with
that.
the potato.
Yeah, and
you
I
don't want to do all that with the.
No, I just like I gotta just get this sour cream and take this shit to my lovely pregnant woman so she can eat her damn thing. And then she's like, yeah, and I gotta warm everything up now. I gotta heat it back up since you done got it. It's been gone for 10, 20 minutes. Now I
Yeah,
gotta heat it.
no, it's
Man,
cold.
I gotta hear, and I'm in my head like, I done went back and got this shit, and now I gotta hear about why I ain't get it the first time. Like, goddamn, it's like, can I have a little break? But I understand she's going through a lot, so you have to humble yourself. As a guy, it's hard because you just want to just lash out like,
You want to retaliate, right?
Yes, yes.
Like, you slammed the door in my face. Now I'm about to kick the door and bang it on. Hey, how dare you slam the door in my damn face?
the fuck?
Start kicking on the door. You done lost your mind.
See, no, and then her emotions go from 100 to 1,000.
Because I was
now,
already on edge. That's why I slammed the door in your face, because I was just trying to get rid of the smell real quick. And you done took quick offense to that. I didn't realize how I was moving in that moment, right? The fact that I did just blatantly disrespect my man. Like, what? I wouldn't normally move like that.
No.
So now that you let the situation calm down, I came back too.
Yes, and the issue is how do you really handle it? Because again, pregnancy is new, especially you're a first time parent and the first time you're connected and you're going through this. I always say you have to communicate, but you have to be careful how you communicate because for a guy, we can talk to you and say it, but emotionally we don't know how you're going to take it because we can say, your attitude a little stink. We'll say that and just say, you're a little harsh, but women can take it as like, did this motherfucker just say that I treat him like some shit and blah, blah, blah. Because emotionally, you don't see, I think, women think, since you're not pregnant, you're not going through what I'm going through,
Yeah.
you should be able to take the shit I'm giving you. The least you should be able to do is take this bullshit I'm giving to you.
Yes. And it's true, but it's like taking how much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because how often do I want to be treated like shit? Like, it's a 9-month span minimum.
God damn, yes.
Minimum. And so just think logically, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat someone down for 9 consecutive months and think that they'll be the same person when you're done with them.
No.
And
you
if it's
can't.
someone who you're expecting to pour into you, right? Because you're
Yes.
being depleted, right?
Yes,
There's something in you who's taking it out of you.
that is
You
so true.
need someone else to now pour inside of you. And instead of you, either letting that person be or, pouring into them, you can't though, right?
True, you can't.
You can't bring them down.
No.
Because you're bringing down the one person who's supposed to pour into you and help you stay up.
That is very, very true.
And so I think just being mindful, not to say before you go into it, because sometimes you kind of go into it and there's no real thought process, right?
No.
We didn't really think about being pregnant. But
No.
when you know you're pregnant, and those first 3 months, sit down and have some conversations and just start from there. Like, how
Yeah.
are we going to handle this?
Yeah, because it is going to get so much harder as you get
You
further,
won't
further.
handle half of the issues that's going to come up when you have that initial conversation.
Yeah,
But you have to start somewhere.
you do.
Even if it's redefining housework, right?
Oh, God,
Even
yes.
if that's the only conversation you had in the beginning, right? It's the realization that, we're starting something that's not our normalcy, right? So
Yeah.
let's start to change now, right? Let's
That
start
is very
adjusting
true.
now.
Because you're right. Because now pregnancies are so much different. You would think I could work until it's time to have the baby. You could be in a situation where you get sick so early that you are bedridden in some cases.
Yeah, no, I know a woman who was bed rest for 5 months, she said.
Good
5
Lord.
months.
Oh, that changes everything. 'Cause
Yeah,
now,
no, he got to go. He can't even stay here. I'm going to drive
No.
him crazy. I'm going to
absolutely
drive him
crazy
crazy.
because food, cleaning, just making sure she's good, making sure you're eating, and God forbid if you have other kids. So all that comes to play. That falls on us.
And then I have no one else to kind of get energy from.
No.
See, if I go into the work workforce, into the workplace,
Mm-hmm.
I bounce my energy off of those people inside the workforce,
True.
inside my workplace. And so if I come in and I'm low and I'm draggy, you know, and I'm just like drained and I'm just like, y'all know I don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to turn on some upbeat music. Somebody going to run around the corner, grab a little drink that they know that you can drink. You know, they're going to try to take care of you to help bring your energy back up. So I had something to kind of bounce something positive off of.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I'm in the house, what? My energy's all down. I'm looking at the wall. Then I got to look at the other wall. My energy going to go down some more. He come in the house. I'm hungry. I don't really want to ask him to give me something to eat because I've been in the house all day, but damn, I'm hungry. And I know he tired because he always tired because he been working this job for the last 5 years, so I already know how he feel when he comes through the door. But shit, I'm hungry. You know? But you don't have nobody else to kind of take care of you. You don't have nobody else to play with your energy. Nobody to say, hey, you know, let's go grab something to eat together.
That's
'Cause
true.
sometimes you just need somebody to drag you out of, you know, that I'm so tired type of thing.
That's the other, and here's the other thing for us as guys, we want to get you up and around because let me tell you, some women don't look. I hear the saying, "Oh, a lot of women are beautiful when they're pregnant." A lot of women ain't beautiful when they're pregnant.
Wow.
They look a little beat down. I'm just gonna say the stress is take its toll on them because again, it's hard, you got. Unlike trying to look pretty, you just like I'm just trying to exist. I'm just trying to get up.
Is it the working woman also? It's
Yeah,
normally the
because
working
again,
woman.
you're out your element. So now you're kind of like I'm stuck in bed. Why should I get up? Why am I getting up and doing anything? Because I feel like blood, and rightfully so. You're carrying another body, another person. It's draining you, and you don't really take good care. You take a shower and all that, but you don't go out to the salon and do your hair anymore. You don't go and do certain things anymore because you're just tired. And I understand that.
I don't feel like it now.
I don't feel like it. And a lot of us look at you like, damn, you couldn't even get up and like do something with your face makeup or
You
something.
need a woman. You need a woman, an elder, or, you know, perhaps even a peer who's kind of gone through it before to have a conversation with this person. Because generally speaking, if I'm in the pits and I don't look like much, and my man tells me, yo, Tamara, you need to tighten that up. Huh? What? First of all, it's your fault. Why?
Oh my God!
This.
See right there. That's
Right?
the reason why we don't want to bring it up
No,
because
for real. You shouldn't. Because y'all did this to us.
see,
And then you going to come somebody, you still ain't done your hair? No. But now if my mama come through the house, come through the door, okay,
true.
and my mother mothering just like how mothers do,
Get your ass at that
get
bed.
your ass up out of this bed. One of my aunts said, you can't favor no pregnancy. I never forget she said that.
Oh no!
I would never forget she said this, okay? She looked at me, and I was a few good months pregnant at the time, and she had just, I want to say she had a kid maybe about a year or two before that. And at the time, my uncle and aunt had a home that had lots of dogs there. They had lots of dogs. And she would still tend to these dogs.
When she was
every
pregnant?
day. Yeah. And
God
you would have to
damn.
walk up the hill, you know, all the way to where the dogs are all at. And I don't know how many dogs he had at the time, maybe between 30,
Good
maybe 30
Lord.
plus dogs. She still go up the hill, feeding all the dogs, giving them their water, going to work, doing her
Wow.
regular thing. And I'm like, what hill you, not the hill we normally, you know, walk. And she looking at me like, you cannot favor a pregnancy. And that, it took me away.
Wow.
Because I had to, in that moment, kind of humble myself. Because
Yeah.
I was a little pathetic. Like, I can't do much.
I can't get up.
I can't get
do
up. I
this.
can't do nothing. And that's why they tell a lot of women just to continue working, because you wouldn't be, it allows you to not favor that pregnancy.
That
right?
is true. That's very true.
But it's generally a woman who's walked the path. And it's not, we didn't all walk the same pregnancy
Oh,
route just
no.
because we're all pregnant, right?
No.
Everybody's pregnancy is totally different. But the very idea that you're still able to, and you get some guidance and information from somebody who's kind of done it before, like, baby girl, I know you ain't feeling good. Go out and get your damn hair done, though. Take the day out and get your hair done, and go get your hair braided up or something, so you ain't gotta go back for a little bit.
Very true.
You know what I'm
do
saying?
something that's gonna last a long time.
Do something that's gonna last a little bit of time, so you don't gotta show back up again. You might want to light a candle up in this joint and put on a little nightgown for your man, because he is still your man, right? And you might still be sexually involved in the sex. The sex itself might be good. However, the foreplay is probably subsided, right? There's no real, like, the intimacy is probably not still there.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you might need to be reminded to, hey, keep the intimacy present, keep your look, because we always talk about, you know, the things that make a woman valuable, right? Your image definitely is one thing that makes you valuable.
Yes.
So if I have a pregnant wife or a pregnant woman, I want her to look good.
Yeah.
Or as good as she could look while going. Because, you know, if your nose is spread from cheek to cheek, you know, I mean, we can't help that.
Yes, you really can't.
And we want you to look your best with your, you know, your super wide fat nose.
And your body is expanded across the board. And that's,
like, we get it.
We understand.
But for the most part, that skin going to start to glow if you allow that glow to come out, right?
Yes.
And the beauty is really going to start to radiate if you take care of yourself and start thinking very positively and find positive things for you to do. And it doesn't have to be something big, right?
True.
One of the things that I used to love doing, psych pregnancy number 2, that first kid of mine, we watched nothing but Disney movies.
No.
Yeah. Every time I come in the house, I mean, eat my dinner, I'm going to my bedroom by 7 o'clock. I'm in the bed by 7.
Wow.
Easy. And guess who in the bed with me? It ain't that man, because he's not retiring at this hour. He's not tired. He don't want to lay down in the bed. He want to sit up on the couch. He probably want to game for, you know, like an hour or two.
Yes.
He probably ain't even eating dinner at the same time I'm eating, because I'm trying to come in the house and eat dinner early. But what I do have is my little guy, and we're going to curl up in the bed, and, you know, we're going to watch movies until it's time for him to fall asleep. I always fall asleep first. That was the weirdest part ever.
Wow.
It would take me 2 days to watch one movie. One movie, it took 3 days. So as soon as I hit that bed, yes, turn that movie on, and I'm kicking it with my little best friend. And he's awesome. You know, firstborns are always so awesome.
Wow.
We were done. I was done.
Damn.
But you got to find some things that you enjoy. And for me, I enjoyed movie watching, because I generally didn't watch a lot of TV and movies.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, nah, and it was Disney movies. So they're all feel-good movies.
Exactly. And
Right?
that's what those babies need to see anyways. Feel good movies.
Yeah. Okay. Sidebar.
Uh-oh.
Why did we watch The Prince of Egypt? Did you see The Prince of Egypt?
I've never seen that movie.
So this is the one with Moses and the slaves are getting beat. Yeah, so that Disney movie, that overwhelmed my young son.
Damn!
He was like, what's happening? yeah.
I didn't know it was in a Disney movie.
Yeah, the slaves are getting beat in that movie.
Oh,
and,
shit.
that overwhelmed him in the beginning, but it was still I love that movie. I could sing all the songs to that.
Oh my God, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's the Bible story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But it was great. I love the Disney movies, and that's what we did. And
Wow.
that was, for me, that was my, like, detoxing the day away.
Yeah.
Right? It was to just sit in something that's entertaining. I'm not watching the news. It's not nothing real. The energy that I'm bouncing off of is maybe he was 4 at the moment. So it's a little kid. So it's a very innocent, very clean energy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything sideways to him. And he ain't going to say nothing sideways to me. So for me, that was my little space
Wow.
of positivity when I kind of got in the house, where the guy is present. Hubby is there, but
He's somewhere else.
Yeah, and he's taking care of himself, because dealing with somebody I had extreme conditions. So my conditions were extreme first thing in the morning. Started off extreme. You calling me up, man? Get off my phone because I'm mad. I'm still dealing with this extreme condition.
Yeah.
So by the time I done beat him up all day, is what I'm basically saying.
And that's the other thing I think guys can never come to grips with. Like, is there ever an off period when she's pregnant that she's never on my ass? And to be honest, there are some moments you have to find them.
Yeah.
But for the most part, women's just trying to survive.
Yeah,
the
we're
process.
in survival mode, and it doesn't quite. It's like by the time you get to month 5, you're like, I just want my body back to myself.
Yeah.
Because it's a constant, like you feel the fact that you're sharing yourself with something that is so foreign to you. And it's like, how dare you try to check how I'm talking to you? The hell with that. And did I mention that you did this to me?
Oh shit! We do got to go back to
Yeah.
we did this to you, and it's one of those things that we're very clear on. We understand that to the fullest. We just don't know how to handle it. We don't know how to deal with the emotional part of it. We can deal with like, I got to cook food, I got to clean up. We can do all that. It's the emotional part because again, we want to be there for you as much as we can.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's kind of like, what can we do? What more can we do? Or what's the best way to approach you if we're trying to, I don't know, just have a conversation? I mean, we're going to say, hey, how you feeling? And we kind of know you suffering a little bit, but we just trying to, we all trying to be supportive. We just in our own little goofy way, we just don't know how to support you, And then Lord knows, don't touch you.
Yeah, no, touch me. I love to be touched. But to have a serious conversation about what needs to be done, I don't think that's like the most important thing outside of, in the beginning, having that conversation, right? And then you always going to build on that, but you got to kind of read the room.
Yeah.
And chill out, right?
Yeah.
Like, I might have did too much, but damn well I ain't mean to do that too much. You better go smoke a cigar, go sit down, go call up your homeboy and talk trash about me in the car or something.
Yeah.
Like, you have to find your own outlet as well. And that's why mine's was, going to my, our bedroom.
Yeah.
With our son and just kind of woo-sign to myself because I also knew that man needed time to kind of just woo-sigh without me picking up the phone calling like, I feel like trash, and you did this to me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm tired as hell. I'm going home from work. Like,
yes.
We both need time to kind of regroup and get back, but especially the man.
Yes.
Yes. Has to take time to recharge. And so if you have perhaps a woman who comes home from work and she just wants you next to her, for the whole, what is it? You get home at 6, maybe you go to sleep by 10. Like, she wants all those 4 hours with you inside her face or sitting right down next to her. That is a conversation piece that y'all should be having. Like, babe, can we have an hour to where, and you can maybe word it like, babe, can we have an hour to where, you kind of take a nice bath to yourself and maybe, go and give yourself like a facial or something, just lay back and relax. You could kind of word it like that.
That works perfectly.
That'll give you your hour to yourself.
Oh God, we need our hour.
Yeah, and then sometimes your time might be, babe, I'm going to lay down with you for you to go to sleep, but then I'm going to get up. Like, don't just say, babe, let's go to bed. Like, I'm begging you to go to sleep with me, and then I'll wake up middle of the night and you out there gaming. Oh, my damn. What are you doing?
Baby, I know you're tired. Now go ahead and get yourself some rest, and I'm going to go ahead and put up this 2K real quick.
I'm not telling you had to go sleep at 7:30 when I went to sleep, okay? But you could at least talk, because I said let's go to bed, right? And so I assumed because you went to bed that we were both going to bed for the night.
No.
And you up at 8:30 talking about, but it's just 8:30.
Because let me tell you, T, what we really want is we want you to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So what that means is we gotta lay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you go sleep.
Yep.
Then for us, that's our cue is, she's asleep.
Just tell her. That's all I'm saying. let's have this conversation. Like, no, babe, I'm not going to sleep at 6:30, 7 o'clock with you.
I'm gonna lay here with you.
I will lay here with you till you go to sleep. I'm gonna kiss you on your forehead, and then I'm gonna go back out in the living room and game. Or I'm gonna pull up. Maybe the TV is inside the room. So when I look up, your ass is sitting in the chair in front of the bed instead of in the bed. Get your ass back in this bed. What are you trying? Like, I went to poke my ass out and you weren't there no more. What are you doing? You
Listen.
messed me up.
Well,
Had
see-
I had known that, I wouldn't have been surprised when I went to like toss my leg out and think I'm gonna toss it onto your leg and you weren't there anymore.
Well, see, that's the thing. As we try to sneak those moments.
Yeah, don't
those
sneak
are
'em.
sneakable moments.
Don't sneak them anymore, especially because I'm on edge. I'm too emotional for you to sneak your moments. Just talk to me. Just and word it any which way your woman needs it to be worded. But don't sneak out of the bed. The fuck is you at? I'm sorry. What just happened? What just happened? Because my back got the hurting, so I tried to lean back on you to help me crack my back, and you wasn't there.
Yes.
The devastation.
Oh my. So and now what you just said has now made a lot of guys think. They say, okay, let me just have that conversation. Just say, I need my time.
Yeah.
I need a little time to myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay it for a little bit, and I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go eat something or whatever. Let me tell you, the other thing that happens when women get pregnant, we become pregnant with you. So you may gain 15, 20 pounds. We're going to fucking gain about 35, 40 pounds.
Yeah, I don't even know why y'all doing that, though. Why y'all
I call
doing
it
that?
sympathy. My wife calls sympathy
so
pregnant.
you eating more because I'm eating more?
Because, see, you eat, and then we got to eat. And then it's like, I can't just say you eat and watch you eat, and I don't eat. But then I have to eat.
You didn't even have this craving that I had.
No, but you just find something. I got to feel you. Because
Because I sent you to Wendy's for the baked potato. You said, nah, let me give myself a chili since I'm here.
Well, yeah, because I'm here.
No.
I done went through all the effort. I done drove in the car. I done went outside. I done sat in this line. I'd be dead if I'm gonna go through all this shit and not get something in return.
Wow.
Am
So
I
then
gonna
when
be
you went
surprised?
back to get the sour cream, you was like, let me get a Frosty too. Because
Yeah.
I'm here now.
yeah, you got
True.
to.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay.
And then what happens is, she'll eat to a point that she's like, I'm eating enough. Then you say, okay, let me eat this. So now you end up not eating yours.
So you
And
gotta eat
does-
both
You
of
got
'em.
to eat both of them. If you like, you're like, potato, that's good. And she put all the stuff on it, the butter and all that. You're like, damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Can't let this go to waste.
Yeah, my
Especially
taste
for all the
buds
shit I
changed.
went through to get this potato.
Yeah.
And
now
all she
I
gonna
don't
do
want
is,
it. Because
yeah.
I had to reheat it. Because you should have bought the sour cream.
See, see, and now I'm like,
That
I
messed
feel
the-
fucking
that messed
obligated.
the producer up.
Yeah,
That messed the-
you're all like, God damn, and you're like, oh, shit, I gotta eat all this bullshit. And then,
Yeah.
like I said, there's
You
little
didn't
things,
have to eat it,
but
though.
we do, and we just do it because we try to make you feel good, make you don't feel like any bad about it. But let me say this: the other thing is, guys, there's times that your girl, your wife, whomever, is going to say, hey, let's go to the mall. Let's go somewhere. And you're going to get all ready. You're going to get situated. And you're going to pull up in the mall. And she's going to get out the car and everything. You're going to walk in there. And she's going to take 20 fucking steps. And she's going to say, I'm tired. Take me back home. And in our head, we're like, what the fuck? I done went through all this shit. My boy called me and said, you want to play ball today? Man, I can't play no ball today, man. I got to take the wifey out. So I said, oh, man, okay, we're going to run a nice little 5-on-5. Can't do it today. Catch me next time. Well, I'll call you next time. But you like, I got to go. Let's go out to the mall. We haven't went anywhere.
Because I haven't been there in a minute.
Yes.
So I don't know how much I can endure.
But
That's what
goddamn.
happened.
But then 20 steps, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
my ankle hurt, my foot
Yeah,
hurt.
no, mine's
my
got
stomach
swollen.
hurt.
Mine's got swollen.
Yes.
20 steps swole me all the way out.
See, and
yeah,
now
take me out the
see, fucking now you're like, okay, let's go back
Whoa,
home.
you might
All
have
right.
to carry me up out of here. Hold
and
on.
now you're just holding on to her arm. She's just like, and you seething inside, like, I can't fucking believe I came out here, missed my ball game,
What?
to fucking take you out
You
here.
didn't even want to play basketball that day.
I want to
No,
go somewhere.
but
I
you
want
didn't
to
want-
I want to shoot some hoops. I want to be Michael Jordan that motherfucking day. I want to be out there shooting some hoops because that's my mental health. Because now I've gone through so much. Again, women go through all of this because you're carrying the baby. I understand all the hormonal changes, your physical changes, your psychological changes, and you're pissed off because things are happening. And you're like, I didn't want to be pregnant at this particular time. So all that's going in your head, and we understand that. But we also need some time where we're not having to deal with all of that. We just want to go hang with our friends. We just want to just hang out.
Don't do that. That's called a spa day. Did you send me to the spa? You don't go hang out with your friends. Ain't sending me nowhere. That's one of those days where you call up her mother like, hey, don't you want to take her out today? Call up the sisters. Hey, don't you want to go to a movie today?
Yeah, we're gonna have, you're gonna have to do that
Yeah.
because or she'll,
You could go 9 months and not see your homies. Yeah, I can't help
God
you
damn.
out. With,
I gotta go 9 months?
I don't. To everybody's different. But if for 9 months your woman is clinging to you like your peace of mind better come in that living room, and that's your business. I don't know. I don't know the advice to give. I don't know the advice to give there.
Shit, that's
How about get over yourself?
I mean, shit, that too. But I don't know how to tell the woman to get over herself.
Get over yourself.
God damn, Chris, think what you just said. Okay, this
No,
step up from the
babe.
guy's
Come
point
right
of view.
next to me, 9 months. No, start off with the right stuff. You did this to me.
God damn. And I don't want to say suffer, and I want to be, guys want to be supported because let me tell you what I thought. I have to make sure she stays as calm as possible because what I didn't want to have happen is her attitude and her anger and all that fuckery that was going on in her head to pass down to your child because they're connected.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I don't want to do anything that's going to pass that down to the baby because then the baby like, why the fuck a baby so angry? Why is so mad? Oh, fuck. She was mad and angry the whole
The
time.
whole pregnancy, yeah.
Fuck, she done passed to the kid. So now you got two angry people. You got the wifey or the girlfriend and,
And
then
the
the baby.
badass kid who
Fucking
don't know how to
badass
settle
kid who's
down.
now got issues. Now I got to deal with both of them. So I always say, just suck it up. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay, baby. Yep. Oh, whatever you want to do, baby. Whatever. Yep. You want this? You want? Okay, cool. Just so the baby has a fighting chance of not being angry when the baby get there.
Yeah, but I think it is fair that if we're going to give advice, right, that just being 100% honest. If you want the best for your situation as a woman, if I'm pregnant and I, again, want the person who's pouring into me, right, to be able to pour into me when I need it, right, that we be mindful that they need time and space to take care of themselves.
Yes.
But for the women who are very clingy during pregnancy, like you could have a woman who's not a clingy person any other time, but that pregnancy, it might make her cling.
That is so true.
And it's one of those hard conversations that you're going to have.
Wow. You have to have that
If
conversation.
you cannot, as a man, say, no, my peace of mind don't come from here. My peace of mind don't come from here. And before you get close to a breaking point, you have to start having these conversations. Because if you start having these conversations at your breaking point, first of all, you're not going to convince the woman on the first conversation. So the very idea that you had the conversation and you expected her to like do something different on the first one and you at your breaking point,
Not going to
it's
happen.
a very bad recipe. And I think that's where a lot of breakups occur while the woman is pregnant, because we're waiting till we get to our breaking point to have those conversations about what it is that we still are needing.
That is so damn true. Because by the time you get to month number 6 to 9, oh my God, because now all kinds of shit gonna happen. Because in the early stage, you're just trying to make sure she's healthy, the baby's healthy, that you get over that 1st
You're
trimester.
the least comfortable,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then as you 6 to 9,
Oh God. Yeah, 6 to 9 is a different animal, and it actually kind of teaches you your sense of how much you can take. Because really, as a guy, we really don't know what we can take. We think we can take a lot until it starts to happen, and then you're like, damn, I can't really take this.
and then we have to be mindful that it gets darkest right before the light shows itself.
Yes, Lord.
And so if it's harder and it feels like harder than it did before, it's probably because it's almost done.
Yes.
Right? It's getting to the end.
Yes.
So yeah, we revved up. Yeah, I'm up a little bit more. No, I can't sleep as much. Yeah, I'm bothering you 2 o'clock in the morning to get up and get me something because I'm up. Should give me some crackers. I'm hungry.
That's true.
Like,
That's
yeah.
true. That my stomach upset, this upset,
Yeah.
and you find yourself going and getting different things.
And now you wanting a little bit more, so maybe I'm weighing on you a little bit more. And maybe I'm a little more irritable, so now I'm irritating you a little bit more. But just hold on and continue to communicate. Like,
That's the
yo,
key.
baby, we was doing good, 0 to 6. Girl, I'm letting you tomorrow. You kept it together. However,
What?
you these last 2 weeks, you're getting carried away. I just want to
Girl.
let you know that. I love you. I love.
Yeah, you always got to
But
keep
you got to
saying
bring
that.
it down a few notches, baby. I gotta survive too. I gotta survive. You
Holy-
have to have that conversation. You have to say something.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
And what did you say?
Get over yourself.
Yeah. And you don't have to say it just like that.
Uh-huh.
Right? But in some amount of words, right? Have to have that conversation to help me get over myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really like,
Yes.
like I'm in my own.
Oh,
And
girl.
I'm taking it out on everybody.
My wife, baby shower. She did not want a baby shower to save anybody's life. She was like, just leave me alone. I don't want to don't give me shit. Don't give me nothing. She pissed a bitch so much. Everybody was like, good Lord, I can't wait till she had this baby. Because she was in everybody's ass. Her personality was just so abrasive at that point because she was at that breaking point, and this kid was a big kid when she had him. So she was only 5'1", 5'2", and he's about as big as she is tall and laying on all her organs. And she was like at the end, like I'm just done. I be finished. And it was kind of like, I feel you, but these people doing this for you. I don't want them to give me shit. I just want to just have a baby and leave me alone.
Leave me alone, yeah.
And it's like, baby, you gotta chill. Everybody was just like, please, when you having this baby? Because at that point, we were all at that last level. And again, I'm trying to keep it tight. I don't want my kid to come out angry and mad, so I'm gonna be great as possible. But that's pushing guys a lot, and a lot of guys with less just bounce because I ain't ready for this shit. Which again is not the thing to do, because that's just the beginning. Because once the baby's here, now you gotta be here for the early mornings and the late
I
nights.
think one thing that we have to realize is overcoming the hard stuff makes life easier as we move forward. Mm-hmm. So, a woman who maybe treated you outside of her character, that's how I'm going to word it, because I'm one of those type of women, right?
Yes.
Let me clean it up for us. Why not?
Yeah.
She acted outside of her character.
Yes,
right?
out of character. Yes.
And we survived that. Mm-hmm. When I come back to, I should technically be very humble, right? Like, no, okay, listen, that love thing, nah, he got me. That love, he had love now.
Yes.
Because the way I just treated him, and I can't even believe I did that. I can't even, what? I can't even believe I did that.
Yes.
I'm going to have so much more respect for him, for his level of self-control,
Yes.
for what he was able and willing, because those are two different things, right?
Yes, it
the
is.
man is able to do lots of things, right?
Of course.
But is he going to be willing to do those things? And the very idea that he was able and willing to do those things for me, even when my attitude wasn't a 10. Remember, I had that attitude training I was telling you about a few podcasts?
Yes. Yes. And they should have that mandatory for women to get pregnant. Just somehow there should be some sort of training, like, you're pregnant. Ta-da. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay. Here's the things you're going to go through, and here's also suggestions on how to handle that.
Yep.
And for men, here's what you need to handle, because it's not going to be easy for you. It's going to be very hard for you.
But again, generally, that's something your elders will tell you.
Now, the problem
Uncle,
is, what if you ain't
father.
got no damn elders?
That's a problem. Uncle, father, or somebody in the workplace, co-worker. I don't care who, somebody to put you on to something that you didn't know before. Somebody should be weighing in. And if we're not weighing in on each other and what we're doing, that's an insane concept that your nephew is, expecting a kid, and only thing you say to your nephew is congratulations.
No.
He 21 to 24, first baby, and the only thing you say, oh, you having a baby, congratulations, nephew. And that's all you ever heard from it.
And let
You
me tell
don't
you,
give no other bit of advice or no advice at all
And-
other than a congratulations. That's not fair.
no. And I tell you, first thing I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna have like, congratulations. Okay, are you gonna marry this chick? Mm-hmm. So what's your plan for the baby? Mm-hmm. So you gonna have
The
any
weird
more?
part about that is even the women don't want to be married today. I've spoken to them. They're weirding me out. I said, oh, you have a baby? Like, yeah. Oh, are you getting married? No, I don't want to get married.
What the hell is the sense of just having a baby to raise on your own?
That's a whole nother podcast, baby.
Yeah, that's a
all because
no.
I don't know, but I just
That's crazy. Usually,
no intentions.
which is so crazy because
Mm-hmm.
growing up, girls are, I was thinking of my wedding day when I was a little girl and I want to do.
No,
I
we
wanna
playing
do-
that thing out.
Yeah, you playing that shit
Yeah.
out.
And then the lullaby, right? First came love, then came marriage.
Yep.
And yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, but for them to just say, "Yeah, give me the baby," but no partner, that's crazy.
Unheard of.
But again, we're gonna have that discussion on another podcast because that's crazy to me, But for the guys who are currently going through this right now, they have to understand this is all part of your growing into manhood.
Absolutely.
This is no longer fun and
Absolutely.
games. This is no longer kid games. This
And
shit,
for
this,
the woman as well.
everybody.
This is you walking into your womanhood.
Here's
we
your grow
love
card.
to talk about the man's manhood,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But
Sure
the
do.
woman too needs to walk a responsible walk into her womanhood.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like it's not it's not the same walk.
No.
It's not the same walk.
No.
Right?
No, it isn't.
But they're both to be respected.
And they have to be respected because the moment you start to cloud one or you think like, yours is more important than mine, both of them are equally important.
Yeah.
Because that manhood, womanhood allows you to do men and women things.
Yes.
Not boy and girl things.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people get it confused. Like I can still be a boy and a girl, have a baby, and still be a boy and a girl. No. You're now an adult. You have
Yes.
to be an adult. Because nobody forced you to bring the baby here. It's your job to bring it here and take care of the baby
Oh yeah, take care of the baby properly too.
properly.
Yeah.
And that also means men, do not allow your mama to take care of your kids. And what I mean by that is all of a sudden mama comes in and takes over your duties. Like, you don't know what you're doing, boy, and I'm going to show you how to do
Well,
this, that.
sometimes it's not even you don't know what you're doing. I just do this so well. So you're allowed to just sit back.
And you can't. As a father, as a man, you can't do that. She's your mama.
Her
Your
job is done.
done. She raised
Yeah.
your ass.
She can't step up and say, "Oh, I'm a raise your." No.
no.
Your mother's job is not to raise your children while you still breathing on this earth.
Exactly.
Now, granted, something happened to you, and your mother's there, able and willing. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
you.
kindly.
Yes.
But if you're here, it's you who's supposed to be pouring into those children.
You have to, because again, it's such an easy thing. Like my mama got involved. Like we had a conversation about guys who are now got their kids, and they take the kids over to the mama house. They don't really babysit. They don't watch their kids, which I hate that term babysit. It's like, it's your kid. You don't babysit your kid. You watch your kid.
Yeah, you spend time with your children.
So the
You
mama
can't
watch them.
babysit your kids.
And I
For
hate
the
when
record.
and I hate motherfuckers that say this. Man, I got babysit my kid.
No.
You got what? I got babysit my kid. Motherfucker's your kid.
It's yours. That's your child.
You don't
They
babysit.
home.
That's your kid.
You're with your child.
I will say though that whenever you hear like I'm babysitting my child, I always feel like that's coinciding with a guy who's not in the household with the child. So you have remember we had this conversation a couple podcasts ago about if you are not in the household with that child, you're not feeding into that child, you're not really growing it outside of maybe a monetary attachment, whatever. So then you occasionally have your child and it doesn't necessarily feel like your child. It just feels like a child.
Yeah,
It's a baby.
And see, that means
that's a problem.
that goes
because that concept was actually stated to me by a man. I remember years ago, I went to New York for a funeral, and an aunt's friend, right? I want to say we were in the car together, and one of my cousins said to him, I think it was a cousin's husband, said to him, "Oh, what you got your daughter this weekend? You know, what you babysitting?" He was, the fuck? No, it's my daughter. I'm not babysitting. This is my daughter.
oh wow.
And like, I felt his energy shifted. Like, correct yourself. More than, like, just for this moment. Correct your mental space. This is my child. No, I'm not babysitting my own child. This is my child. That's it and that's all.
That's it.
I got it for the weekend.
See.
Yeah, it's the picking and the choosing of the words there.
Yeah, and it again for me, it's just it's your responsibility, and that it goes
And
back
if it
to
gets so far away to where it's like you literally babysitting someone who you don't know, oh, that's a problem.
and at that
That's a
point
problem.
you need to get involved with the court system because
You
at that
probably
point.
involved with the court. You just ain't did your shit.
So
You probably got a regular visitation order, and either they play games. You know when you pull up to the house to get the kids, or your
I'll
car
come
was
pick my
broken
kid
for the
up.
last 6 weeks. Oh, I can't come pick him up because the car ain't been working. But somehow you made it to work. Okay,
see,
I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know either, but if y'all get to that point where you're gonna have some issues after the kid gets here, y'all really need to go to a mediator or somebody to get that shit straight. It's easy to handle in the beginning,
Yeah.
then to just let it slide and hope to God it works out, and then as you go on, you see it slipping and slippery slope, and then you got feelings involved. And the one thing is, women can't play their kids tokens. They can't use them as a chess piece.
Oh, don't worry, men too. I know we feel like it happens to the women, or it happens and it's the women doing it. Mm-hmm. But when you the woman and you act accordingly, right? And then that happens, like this toxicity not going to enter into our space because I'm not going to play that part. And then the man starts playing that part.
Well, here's the thing. We use that term man loosely.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
remember we had that discussion.
It's the boys then.
Because if you have a baby by a boy, it's guaranteed you're going to have that problem. Because, again, like we said in previous podcasts, you're going to run into Dana. You're going to have a conversation with Dana.
Yeah.
Because you're going to make sure.
Easy.
Very
Let's
easy.
double check this.
I got to check. I got to be sure because I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know. I leave at 1, but I don't know who the hell come at 2. So that you should know if you have a baby by a boy, that's part of the game that you have to play. But you realize that when you lay down and you say, he good guy, but fuck, if I have a baby by him, I could have problems. Then at that point as a woman, you kind of say, you know what, maybe I won't really deal with that. But most women, you go through the motion and then you end up here. And you're surprised that he ain't a man. No shit, Sherlock. He was a man when you first found him. It ain't like he became a man and fell off, became a boy. He was a boy at first and never progressed. And now y'all like, I can't believe he ain't the guy I thought he was. He never was. He was a good dick. They gave you some good dick, and then gave you a baby, and now you expect good dick to be a good man. No, that's not.
Or good pussy to be a good mom.
There you go. That big pussy made you a good mom.
That's what it normal. Yeah. Now you shocked that she
Damn,
don't
I can't
cook.
believe she that bad. Well, she knows she was a little girl. You realize she was a little girl, but you still say, I'm going to take the risk and do that shit.
Yeah,
And
I'm
now
gonna
you're
lay
here.
down. I'm gonna play house. A lot of them play house, and then baby come. Y'all been living together. You got a kid, and then you like, oh, she don't want to work now, or oh, she stopped cooking. No, she never cooked. Stop it.
Exactly.
Or she don't clean. House always dirty. The house been dirty.
Girl,
Stop it.
Let me tell you, D. When we first had our baby, the first thing I said was, you're not going to work. The reason I say she's not going to work is because with a baby can't tell you, if you take it to somebody's house, a baby can't tell you, well, such hit me.
Yeah.
Or a strange mark happened on me. You're like, what happened? Baby can't say, well, such pinched me.
Yeah.
So for the first 2 years, she stayed home. We had one job. as a producer know this particular story very well. We had one car, no phone, one job.
Okay. We made it work.
And we made it work. And God damn it, we said that's what we're gonna do. I was busting my ass, and she stayed home with the baby. Came home, baby clean, house clean, food made. It was an understanding. You know, as a team, we work as a team for this.
Yes.
And I do not want anybody to watch my son, because I'm going to say this on the record. If my son had been seen by someone and got a scar, a bump, a scratch, I would be behind bars right now having this podcast, because there's no fucking way that I'm going to sit there and like, I'm going to let the police deal with that. No. Police after I killed them.
Yeah.
After I fucked them up.
Yeah.
And then
pick up the
Then they
body.
pick up the body after.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave. I was like, no, I did it because the baby can't. So I know me.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have that. So the baby going to be home, going to be taken care of by his mother, and we're going to sacrifice one job, and we're going to do all this until we can do better.
So let me ask you this. Is it ever okay? Like, when can I ever sit at home with the baby and not cook or clean? Can I take a day off?
Unless
Look at
you...
this.
I'm gonna speak for the youngins around here, man. Never.
Goddamn.
I'd be goddamn if you sit up in my house. You ain't cooking. No, fuck that. My house. It's my house. If you're not gonna cook and not gonna clean and you're not gonna take care of the kid, it's my house. Fuck you. You're useless.
This is
See.
ours. So
See.
I just wanted to. I only asked that to set the record. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just to set the record straight. Mm-hmm. Because sitting in your house, our house, whatever house, it's never okay for these bills not to get paid. Right?
No.
It's a given.
Never.
For some reason, we don't know that it's a given. For the pants not to rattle. Nah, bitch, we need them pants to be rattling. We're hungry. Yeah, we need this house to be cleaned up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's dirty.
Very
Yeah,
dirty. You
yeah.
see it. You're here every day.
Yeah.
You're here every day. You take care of the baby. You see
Yes.
you're seeing what's going on.
Yeah. He
And-
did his part. That's my
yes.
thing. He did his part. Now you do your part.
Girl, let me.
And it doesn't matter if we're on leave, right? You on maternity leave. He went back to work. You like, well, I'm still getting paid. What I got cook and clean for? Bitch, you at home.
Let me
Get up.
Girl, let me tell you some good
Oh,
shit.
and get up in the morning and start your food first thing in the morning. Your meal should be done before 10 o'clock.
And the thing is,
That's
like,
my
we're not even
favorite.
talking about like.
Yes.
In again, we had this conversation before. There's nothing crazy. We're not sitting here saying you need to make a 5-course meal.
That's what I'm saying.
Get up in the morning.
Look it up, y'all.
Get that crock pot off the shelf.
True that.
Yeah.
Go
Or
put
your
some
air fryer, whatever.
Your
we
air
got
fryer.
nowadays,
That's
the
true.
pressure cooker,
Pressure cooker,
we got
whatever.
lots of things nowadays,
Sure
right?
do.
Whatever it is.
whatever it is, and get on that YouTube.
Yes.
And pour some broth in a
Yes.
bowl.
Yes.
And put some
You
shit
said
in.
broth in the bowl. I love it.
You know what I mean? Put some
chicken
broth in the bowl
broth. Yeah.
and keep it pushing. Like, it's almost insulting nowadays, I feel like, to have this conversation of, oh, I don't know how to cook.
Yeah, it is.
Period.
It is.
Regardless,
It
men or
is.
women. Like, to say I don't know how to cook is disingenuous.
Yeah, it's
Because
like you don't want to.
you don't want
to
to.
cook.
Yeah, you don't want
That's
to.
different.
Completely different conversation.
Completely
And
different.
in the world of HelloFresh, not to like just totally shout out them specifically, but there are several of meal prep, and I've used, I want to say that one specifically. Very easy. Very easy.
So where are the excuses? Well, I can't cook. I can't do this. I
No,
can't do that.
and you can't clean. Hold on.
Girl, I would come home and that place would be spick and span. It'd be just be spotless. Because let me tell you the other thing. When at that point I was working in D.C. and we were living in, I think, Glen Burnie at the time. So I was taking a bus. Wife get up in the morning, help me get out the door, and I get the door about 7 because I had to be at work by 9. So I had to take a bus up to D.C. Elm Street. And there were times that I literally worked 18-hour days. So it was like I would leave that morning, something happened at work, and then they're like, "We gotta get this done, Malcolm." You know, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. So then it'd be 1 in the well, way before that. I was like, "Babe, I ain't coming." So she said, "Oh, I cook food, put it in the freezer, refrigerator. I'll get it when I get home." There were times when I left the office at 3 o'clock in the morning. From being there at 9 in the morning to 3 o'clock the next morning, many times.
Yeah.
take a cab. I used to have my own personal cab guy. Call him up, man. He's like, man, you working late at night? Yep. And he'll just go sleep. I get in the back, go sleep till I get home, go inside, baby sleep. He knocked out. First thing I do, I go in there and check.
Yep.
Baby sleep, kiss him. She sleep, kiss her. She's like, you just getting home? Mm-hmm. I'm going to eat my food real quick because I still got to go to sleep, and then I got to wake up in about another. By this time, okay, if I leave at 3, I would get home about almost 4, maybe 10 minutes to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So after I do that, I'll eat, and then I'll sit down. I won't go to bed because I have to get up again, take a shower, and start my day all over again, leaving at 7. So there's no need for me to go to sleep. I just ate my food, tell her I'm sitting out here looking at the news, and I get up, start the whole day over again, and probably don't even go to sleep because at that point I'm up, I'm eating, and I'm like, okay, this is what I got to do as a family man. I got to get up and do what I need to do. I couldn't imagine coming home that late and not having nothing in the refrigerator to eat, like nothing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, you cook? Oh, I ain't cook anything. You said you wasn't, you work late, so you figure it out. Okay, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and there's nothing. You didn't even try to cook a bologna sandwich, a fruit basket or something.
No, for real, something other than
because at the end of the day, it just shows that you care.
You care.
You care about my sacrifice.
And what did you eat all day?
you ate.
The real
you
question.
ate. I know the baby ate too.
But what did you eat? What was your dinner? That's all I need to know.
Yes.
I don't understand all of this. I don't cook. I don't know how to cook.
And I ain't trying to learn how to cook.
Because I have to eat dinner myself. So I know for me, I rattle pans for my dinner. Mm-hmm. When it's lunchtime, I rattle pans for my lunch. When it's breakfast, no, I want breakfast. I rattle pans for my breakfast. What it doesn't take, you want to make one piece of chicken, make 2 now, right? It doesn't take much to add on for one portion for one extra person. It's just getting really weird.
And especially if you know you're a one-income family and you're home doing all this stuff, knowing that I'm at work. In fact, you cook my wife, fix my lunch, so I don't have to buy anything in D.C. because she's expensive in D.C.
That's right.
So she has that. I have my little lunch bag. I go and take it and bring it back home, and she fill up in the morning because we're on one income.
And we're on one accord. We're a team.
We're a team. And we know, I know the diapers. Girl, it got to a point where it was like, I knew I got paid. I knew where I was going to throw $150 at. Diapers, formula, that type of stuff, because that's what you do. And you buy it in bulk so that you're not saying, oh, but just buy 1 pack. That pack could go real quick with those babies. So you have to be smart. And you got to say, okay, how am I going to do, what am I doing to make sure it's easier for the family, for the unit? So you do these things to make it easy for the unit. So for women to say, I don't cook and I ain't trying to clean, those are all bullshit ass excuses. If you just say, I don't want to do nothing, then expect the unexpected.
Do nothing ass man.
Exactly. And with his ass, don't come home, and he cooks and eats out, don't bring you shit, and you mad, and he like, well, you don't cook anyway. I gotta eat because I'm out here handling my business, and you ain't working. You be mad as hell when he said you ain't working.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't work. Well, shit, you might as well go and work. You ain't doing shit anyway. You might as well take that money and go work and use it to take care of the kid because you're not taking care of the house.
Yeah.
And you're not taking care of the kid. I can't tell you.
And for some reason, we feel like that's not a fair conversation piece. That's fair.
Very fair. But women feel real bad. Men hate bringing that up because it should be an obvious one. Women hate hearing it. And I'm like, I don't know why you hate hearing it, because if you cook, you wouldn't have this. He wouldn't have to say anything to you because he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's not like he ain't doing it. If you both laying in bed doing nothing, that's different.
The problem comes, too, is if we didn't define those roles.
Yes.
Right? So if you led me to believe that I can stay at home and be as lazy as I wanted to be and just kind of, I'm going to take you one even lazier. I'm going to just stay at home and nurse my baby. I'm not even going to get up and get the bottle.
Damn.
Yeah, nah. Right to the tip. And I ain't even going to clean the bottle. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just nursing. So, I mean, I can be as lazy as I want to be. If you allow that, and then you want to come right like, you ain't even cook dinner. I didn't know I had to cook dinner.
That is very true.
Like, you have to, as we're adulting, you have to define your roles and what it is that you expect from one another. if I expect for you to pay the bills and you said, well, I expect for you to look good.
Okay.
Well, shit, I'm looking good then. Or I expect for you to just take care of the baby.
Can you do that?
But that's not enough. You can't tell a woman like, yo, just take care of the baby. No, just take care of the baby in the home. And if we don't know what it means to take care of the home, then let me tell you and list it out for you. To take care of the baby means to take care of the baby. To take care of the home means to maintain the cleanliness of the home, maintain the laundry, maintain the food that's coming inside of the home, as well as maintaining the hot meals that hit the tables here, right?
Yes.
Maintaining the home, it's a few good checks on that list, right? But if you don't define that that's your role in the household, then that's where women like, I thought I was being taken care of. And then why? Why are you trying to be so lazy? Why are you trying to be that level of taken care of? Why that man sit there and break his back and you looking at him weird like why he ain't pick y'all up something to eat or why he ain't come on and cook?
Or get mad if like the suggestion is brought up. I had a friend of mine, he was in a very similar relationship where his wife wasn't cooking, wife wasn't cleaning, etc. And he said,
he married her, by the way,
oh yeah, he got married too.
He did marry a woman who don't cook or clean.
Trash. But what blew me is that he was saying how he had brought to his wife, we should get a cleaning service.
Right.
In that sense. Yeah. Like, hey, look. And what he did is to say, okay, I'll cancel this and that. Or like, I think it was like some streaming service and like something for video games. Because if I cancel these, that'll put enough in the budget to cover that. Yeah. That way you don't have to clean. Because he was like, well, obviously if you're not going to clean, you don't want to cook, we can bring somebody in to do it. Then that became an issue. Like, why you want to bring somebody in here to be another woman in my house to do all this other stuff? And he's like, well, if you don't want to do it,
you can hire a man cleaner. Like,
because as a guy, I'm not gonna have another nigga in my house.
You don't know who's coming to clean your home because you're not here. Because I maintain the home, which means you don't see.
You're not maintaining shit.
Well, technically, that's what should have been happening.
That's what should have been happening. But I'm saying if you're not doing anything, and I'm saying okay, I have a solution to fix this. Then you also can't complain about the solution. Like, to me, you've washed your hands of complaining about the solution because the reason we have this problem is because you chose not to do something.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, she don't want another woman in her house cleaning. I mean, is the woman gonna be there by herself? What the hell? I'm gonna sit on the couch and put my damn leg. Your man said, "Babe, hold on. We do have a budget, so he's financially responsible."
Yes,
we can applaud him right there for that one.
Exactly.
Right. So y'all already winning, right?
Yes.
And he said, "I'm gonna take some things out of the budget to add this shit into the budget so you can continue being as, lazy as you want to be."
Yes.
For lack of better words.
Yes.
And you're like, I don't want no women in my house. But see, you still didn't come up with any solutions.
Nope.
That's the crazier part to me there. You're right. He came there to solve your problem. And you just created more problem. Now you got a problem.
And that's the problem. That's overall the problem. Nobody wants to really have a solution to the problem. If it doesn't, if the solution doesn't feel good to them, that's not the solution they want. But it's like, I'm giving you a solution.
Yeah.
I gave you an opportunity to give a solution. You ain't had one. So I came with one. You don't like that one.
It's moving with maturity.
Yeah. But, and that's the thing. I think ultimately people have to understand. We talked about pregnancy. We talked about all this stuff, but it goes back to maturity. You're going to have to be mature in this situation. This is not kid games.
Nope.
Having a kid is not a fucking kid game.
These are mature conversations that must be had.
Yep.
And I'm not saying to hurt each other's feelings. But sometimes the hard things to say may hurt someone that you love. But if you love that person, you will swallow that. You'll swallow that hurt.
Yes, you will.
And you'll grow on from that. But you can't just choose to not have this conversation and come in a house and house dirty every day and you just mad and the madness is just getting out of control. It's just building up to the point where you just gonna walk out now. Nah, bitch, don't cook clean.
See,
now you on your way out the door.
Way out the door. You're about to head out the door real quick because now if I gotta come home, I'll bust my ass every day working as hard as I can to keep things going. Now I gotta come home and clean the house.
Yeah.
And I gotta pick your feet up, baby. And I'm back on your feet.
without maturity. Because the mature thing would have been to hold that person in the household accountable, to have that conversation. Even if we did define the roles, and you know what, how we defined it initially is just not working for us in our situation, or it's not working for me.
Yes.
We have to shift. We
Yes.
have to come together and have that conversation.
We
And
got
then
to.
be willing and okay to shift.
And we have to. And that's all part of maturity. That's
Yep.
all part of this thing called adulting,
Yep.
adulthood. So let's stop being childish. When you played the game,
Yep.
and you had sex and you got pregnant, you automatically put yourself into adulthood. You are
Absolutely.
now no longer I want to dance between the kids. No, you're an adult now.
You're all the way there.
You're all the way there. And you got
And
to
be
do
all
adult
the way
things.
mature in how you go about approaching the entire situation. From the
Exactly.
pregnancy to the time the child shows up. You have to move with maturity.
We got to, and like I said, T, we had to have that conversation because a lot of people going through it now, and then we try and give them that information to talk about.
Yep.
Let's talk about you going through it right now. Talk to your partner about it. Let's have this open discussion, adults, about how we're going to move forward with having babies and taking care of each other and who's responsible for what in the house.
That's the
It-
key. How we going to take care of each other. Because
Each
in
other.
this situation where the woman becomes pregnant, it's literally how are we about to take care of each other? That's what it boils down to.
Exactly. Damn, I can't say it no better. You summed that up. That was beautiful. So, oh my God. So with that, I'm going to end today's podcast with On the Mic with the M and T. And I'm also going to say this. There's another new podcast that's coming out called How Do We Get Here? It's quite different from this one, but I call it an extension of this one, getting to a lot more heavier topics that need to be dealt with, and how do we get to certain situations. So that's going to be coming out this week very soon, and you're going to like it. And just let us know what you think about it. But going back to this beautiful podcast, which, by the way, this is our 30th podcast.
Awesome.
Yes, officially our 30th.
Nice.
So, we've been doing this stuff for almost 9 months now, and getting better and better, and
Feels good.
it feels real
Yeah.
good. And like I said, I want to thank right now all you guys for being part of this. And I want to thank my co-host, Miss T, full of information. She's young, vibrant, family woman, great kids. I had to have somebody here that's going to tell y'all the real. And the producer who's back here, my man, he been doing all his great work and making this stuff look good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to make it extra spicy for y'all, you know what I mean? And now that Bullet's got his own microphone, so imagine me talking some more shiznit.
That's
But
right.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And like I said, guys, I appreciate all that you guys doing, and keep subscribing and loving us and liking us, and just keep giving us those comments and thoughts and everything, and we appreciate it. We love you guys, and until next time, you're seeing us from on the mic with the M.
Auntie.
Peace and blessings, people. Love you.